What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is your review of Big Brother. I forgot what show it was. Big Brother season 25, episode 29. Now, Bowie Jane has put Sari and Felicia up on the block because she really don't want to make no big moves. She don't want no blood on her hand. She basically wants to, you know, throw the easy layup this week, and then next week let everybody fight, and she just sort of slide below the radar, which is what she's been doing all season. She said that, okay? She said she put Sari and Felicia up because they never really got good again after the whole red blindside thing, and she just doesn't talk game with them. I mean, I guess on the surface that's a decent enough reason, but girl, again, like I said in my last review, that was the alley-oop. But of course, what's going on now is everybody is plotting on trying to backdoor the other one. So Cameron and America are plotting on backdooring Corey and America are trying to backdoor Cam. Cam is trying to backdoor Corey. And Bowie Jane is in the middle telling both of them, I don't want to do it. I don't want any blood on my hands this week. I don't want to do it. Now, Jag and Matt, who really think that they really got this strategic plan in place, said, look, we were just pretending to be cool with Cameron last week because we needed him to keep us safe. But now, we know that he is the bigger threat, and we just don't need him anymore. So we need to convince Bowie Jane to put Cameron up on the block. But after, so Jag talks to Cameron, and Cameron starts talking about how he don't trust Bowie. How he went to Bowie Jane and pitched that Corey needs to be put on the block, and she was like, she just totally shut it down. She wouldn't think about it. She wouldn't consider it at all. And he was just like, yeah, that's making me think that maybe Mimi's speech on her way out the door was accurate. And I don't know if I told y'all about Mimi's speech, but Mimi did one of the I'm gonna tell everybody everything speeches, and one of the things she said was that Bowie Jane, Blue, and who did she say? Anyway, she said Bowie Jane was in an alliance to try to get Cameron out. And Cameron is now thinking, you know what? Maybe that's true. Maybe there's some truth to that. And I need to keep my eyes on that because, I ain't really trying to have the whole backdoor situation go down. So Jag takes advantage of that and goes directly back to Bowie Jane and tells Bowie, look, Cameron ain't really trusting you, and Cameron thinks that you're in alliance and is believing what Mimi said. And Bowie Jane is like, what? Like, I've been working really hard to protect him. Like, I thought we were cool, and I've been working hard to protect him all this time. And you mean to tell me that now he's thinking that I could possibly be working against him? She was like, I feel some kind of way about that. But she still ain't ready to take no swings, right? So everybody realizes that they need to win the veto if they want anything different to happen. Of course, for obvious reasons, Felicia and Sari want to win the memo. Want to win the veto. I don't know what that was. Okay. Jag and Matt want to win the veto so they can try to put in plan a place to backdoor Cameron. Cameron wants to win the veto because for the same reason he wants to try to backdoor Corey. Of course, Bowie wants to win the veto because she said if anything is going to happen on her watch, she wants to be in control of it, right? Okay. So, first of all, let me put the time out. I really neglected to say my last review that Miss Felicia did open up and share her story of DV in her past. And I just want to applaud, and I want to recognize and applaud her for sharing that story. She talked about, she said it was back in the early 80s, and that was what prompted her to go into the military because she felt like that was the only way she was going to get away from this man. She talked about how, he was abusive to her, and she said, after he knocked my tooth out, she said it so blasé about it. If you guys remember earlier in the season, she literally took her tooth out, and she got clowned for it, but it kind of puts it in a different perspective as to why she does not have a front tooth. But she said, after he knocked my tooth out, I realized, and she said, there wasn't a lot of support for women and men, because men deal with it as well, who were going through that situation at that time. And so she said, honestly, in that, I just felt like that was the only choice I had. She said she's never seen him again. So I do want to commend her for sharing her story, and I neglected to say that in my last review. But let's get to this veto. So what's really funny and ironic all at the same time is the one time that not the one time because Cameron is needed to win every time he won. But of course, Cameron absolutely wanted to win this veto. He didn't even get picked. And what I also thought was interesting is this is the first time Cirie is actually playing in a veto. Way to stay under the radar all season, Cirie. So it's America, Matt, Jag, Bowie, and of course Felicia and Cirie. And guess who comes into the house? Zingbot. But Zingbot isn't really Zingbot because it's this whole Scatterverse thing. So Zingbot was actually being nice at first. And everybody's like, what? We don't want him to be nice. We want him to zing us. Why is he being so nice? So they go outside to play the veto. And Zingbot is out there. But Zingbot is now Otev. It's the whole Scatterverse thing. And now he's zinging them. And Zingbot got some. I don't enjoy Zingbot like everybody else does, but Zingbot got some pretty good zings in there this year. He made a whole song about Corey being not attractive and not being able to kiss and all of that. He clowned America about being robbing a cradle. He talked about Miss Felicia being old. He talked about Cirie not being able to win nothing. Talked about Matt was dumb. Talked about Jag gameplay is boring. Talked about Blue's bad fashions. Did I get everybody? Called Cameron an asshole. Well, along those lines. Bowie Jane's teeth. I think that's everybody. So, it was fun, whatever. So, they play Otev, which y'all know Otev. If you're a Big Brother player, you know. Now, I'm going to say this. I've been saying all season that I think Cirie is losing these competitions on purpose, right? I just don't think she's trying very hard. But this time, she was the first one out, and I feel like she had every incentive to try to play hard. So, I'm going to just go ahead and say Cirie just ain't good at these games. Because if there was any time she needed to play, she's on the block. She doesn't have Corey or Izzy there to buffer, so it's her, and she didn't, and so, yeah. She got the first question wrong, so she was eliminated. The second person eliminated was America. Miss Felicia was getting the questions right. She just couldn't get up that damn water slide fast enough, so she got eliminated third. It's down to Matt, Jag, and Bowie Jane. Now, what Jag did is what everybody does every year, and I don't understand why there's always only one person that figures this out. Jag was putting the pictures aside so that when the questions came up, he knew exactly where to find the pictures as he was looking for the next picture. The pictures, you know. So he had like a little stash, and so he literally knew where the stashes were, and he was the fastest one. Jag ends up winning the power of veto, and he says that he is absolutely going to use it. Now, who he decides to take down, probably he'll take down Cirie, probably. But he's absolutely trying to get Bowie Jane to backdoor Cameron. I don't think she will. I do think that somebody else goes up. Well, obviously, somebody else will go up. I don't think it's going to be Corey or Cameron. Which it needs to be one of those two people. And I don't think it is. I think Bowie Jane, like I said, doesn't want blood on her hands. She doesn't want to swing for the fences. And so she's going to pick another low-hanging fruit. So it's going to probably be somebody like Blue or America. Like, I absolutely do not see her swinging for Cameron or Corey. Now, I could be wrong. And please don't put any spoilers in my comments if you watch the live feeds. Because I feel like they've already, they left us with a cliffhanger. But y'all probably already know who's up on the block. But anyway, we'll find out on Thursday with the live eviction. At this point, everybody's in jury. So, whoever gets eliminated will be the first member of jury. And there we go. Talk to y'all later. Peace.